I wish I was in his place. I have tried to convince myself that I wasn't responsible, that something invaded my mind and moved my body against my will. But no matter how I explain it, the memory stays the same. My hands were the ones holding Yusuf down. There were three of us, me, Sammy, and Yusuf, and we went into the abandoned bathhouse near the cliffs because we thought the legend about it was stupid. People said a spirit appeared only when three friends entered together, that it would choose one of them and force the other two to help it feed. We laughed about that part the most because it sounded too cruel to be real. Inside, the air was damp and heavy, and the empty pool in the center of the room looked like a dark mouth. We heard the chewing before we saw anything, slow and steady, echoing from the hallway beyond the pool. The sound alone made my chest tighten. When it stepped into view, it looked almost human, except for the way its limbs were slightly too long and its head tilted at a broken angle. Its mouth hung open far wider than possible, and something moved inside it, grinding softly. It looked at me first. There was no voice, no words, just pressure inside my skull, and suddenly my body turned toward Yusuf. I grabbed him without meaning to, and he shouted my name, thinking I was joking. I tried to let go, I swear I tried, but my fingers tightened instead. When Sammy tried to pull me off, the creature shifted its gaze, and I watched Sammy freeze the same way I had. Together, fully aware yet completely powerless, we forced Yusuf onto the floor. He fought hard, demanding we stop, and I was screaming inside my own head for my body to obey me, but it wouldn't. The ghost glided closer and knelt beside him, and I will never forget the look in Yusuf's eyes when he understood we were not in control. The creature lowered its impossible mouth over his face and began to feed slowly while we held him there. I felt every movement weaken beneath my hands, until there was nothing left. The moment it finished, the pressure in my mind disappeared, and I collapsed. The ghost leaned close, as if studying us, and before vanishing, it left something behind inside me, a perfect, sharpened memory of the moment we pinned him down. We told everyone he slipped near the cliffs. There was no body to prove otherwise. Sammy couldn't live with it. He kept saying that being controlled didn't change the fact that we didn't let go. 3 weeks later, he jumped from those same cliffs. And now, whenever I stand in a room with exactly 2 other friends and the air grows still, my hands begin to tense without permission. I don't know if the ghost is still watching or if it follows the ones it has already used. But I know one thing with certainty. It doesn't just eat flesh. It turns friends into the thing that kills you.